If you prefer the fancy design, the rainbow edition is for you, while the classic black option is always there for the aesthetic professional appearance. In terms of the dimension, the phone does not feel that much compared to the recent release mid-range phone, while as an additional perk, the company also provides IP rating certification and an RGB ring light present on the camera module. It can be used for incoming notifications. Now, moving to the front display section, the Oppo Reno7 5G attained the 6.43 inches AMOLED panel with full HD resolution. With this setup, you will also receive the 600 nits brightness support from the screen. But at the same time, it feels underwhelming as the phone is lacking advanced refresh rate and Corning glass protection. Let's start with processing power. The Oppo Reno7 Z 5G equips the Snapdragon 695 5G chipset that renders 2.2 GHz cloaking speed. Although, it might not have the exceptional performance power as the flagship chipsets. But it does work properly in daily usage, while the gaming experience is pretty good with this phone. But we won't recommend you to play long gaming sessions because it will cause an overheating problem. As for the graphics section, you are getting the standard Adreno 619 GPU that precisely handles the visual needs. In terms of the interface, hopefully, you will receive the latest version of Android 12 with ColorOS 12 skin on top. Although, there's no denying that you will notice a handful of bloatware while using the phone. The Oppo Reno7 Z 5G camera review is probably something that we were not expecting. Usually, a mid-range phone renders photos in the daylight photos, but this phone sometimes misses to provide that quality. However, if you focus correctly, everything will come out great. But the same thing can't be said for the low lights as the images look pretty polished. The device brings a triple camera module in which the 64 megapixels primary lens handles most of the photos and video recording requirements. As for the secondary camera setup, you will attain a useless combo of 2 megapixels macro and 2 megapixels depth. Although, if the makers release the phone with an ultra-wide lens, it would be a great hit as the users will get dynamic range. The Oppo Reno7 Z 5G battery performance is superb for daily usage as the LiPo 4500 mAh LiPo battery grants 5+ hours of screen time without any trouble. Following this, you can watch your favorite content, check social media feeds, and do the regular task easily. Moreover, even after normal usage, the phone has some spare battery life at the end of the day. As for the charging speed, it gets a 33W fast charger. With this charger, you will notice that the phone goes flat to 30% in less than 15 minutes easily. Overall, it takes roughly an hour to fill the battery. As for the additional features, the phone offers decent comms and sensors, but the audio output is not that great. In terms of the price point, the Oppo Reno7 Z 5G smartphone cost around $380. Oppo Reno7 Z 5G smartphone review: great camera to save money. Oppo Reno7 Z 5G smartphone review. The Oppo Reno series delivers exceptional phones in the mid-range segments, and they have proven a quite great deal for the last couple of years. Recently, the company released yet another Reno 7 phone, known as the Oppo Reno7 Z 5G. The phone was unveiled in March 2022, but on the same note, there's no information about this phone's global launch. The Oppo Reno7 Z 5G is really a great phone in the mid-range if you are looking for something with cool specs and want to capture decent photos and videos with your family and friends. It can be considered a good choice. Though, it might not be on the level as its sibling the Oppo Reno7 5G smartphone. On the other hand, the hardware portion is something that expects from the Reno series. It's pretty average from the rest of the competition. But still, the phone offers a noticeably good battery life that makes the overall experience great. However, we can't deny the fact that it lacks in some sections such as audio, display, and storage. Despite all of the drawbacks, if you are looking for more features in the same price range, you should consider checking the Samsung Galaxy A53 5G as an alternative option. But for now, it's pretty much evident that the Reno7 Z 5G is a rebranded phone of the Reno7 Lite. Same changes in the storage section. However, you won't notice any difference in the software, but you can expect the usual traits of impressive battery life, better display, and a good performance experience. With that said, let's head toward the detailed review of the Oppo Reno7 Z 5G smartphone. 1. The phone caters to an impressive 6.43 inches AMOLED display that grants fine colors and contrast. 2. As for the hardware portion, you are getting the 6nm Snapdragon 695 5G chipset inside the phone. 3. In terms of the software section, Reno7 Z 5G smartphone arrives with the latest Android 12 and Color OS 12 out of the box. 4. The camera module is led by a 64-megapixels triple camera setup, while the front display got a regular 16-megapixels selfie lens. 5. The phone is powered through the LiPo 4500 mAh battery with a 33W fast charger offered inside the box. Undoubtedly, the dimension and design layout are pretty much similar to the Reno 7 Lite, as the Reno7 Z 5G is a rebranded version of that phone. But nothing to worry about the quality, because the company offers various color options from which you can choose the best according to your needs. It includes shade choices like black and rainbow.